Today we're taking a look at the Phoenix Suns vs Los Angeles Lakers match, which is happening on Thursday, May 27, 2021, and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours and hours of your time searching the internet for some fake betting predictions and losing your money because of it. Join High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advices instantly. The Phoenix Suns had a chance to take a 2-0 lead in their best-of-7 game series against the 7th-seeded Lakers Tuesday, but the Lakers were able to rally late to win the game 109-102. It was an extremely close game throughout, as the teams both shot 45% and both were fairly even on the boards. You could see it in Suns coach Monty Williams' face when he made the difficult decision of going with Cameron Payne at the point position for the majority of Game 2 on Tuesday. Paul has been severely limited from the shoulder injury he suffered in the first game of the series, and it has drastically changed the dynamics at play. The Lakers have now been able to shift their focus towards doubling Devin Booker, which puts pressure on others on the Suns roster to step up. Guys can't just be good, but they have to be great to knock off the defending champs. Booker's responsibilities have also shifted to being a more ball-dominant guard without one of the greatest ball generals to ever do it on the floor. In a sense, he can't be the version of himself that helped propel the Suns to a second-place finish in the Western Conference standings. The Suns have to find a way to win more on the defensive boards as well. Los Angeles came away with too many second-chance shot opportunities in Game 2. Giving a LeBron James-led team second chances to score is like playing with fire in a phone booth. You're going to get burned. Chris Paul, who banged up his shoulder in Game 1, was off, perhaps due to the injury. Paul only played 22 minutes and only had 6 points and 5 assists. Devin Booker had a good game with 31 points while DeAndre Ayton added 22 points and 10 rebounds. Cameron Payne chipped in with 19 points off the bench. The LA Lakers did not want to fall behind 2-0 in this series against, and they avoided that by escaping Phoenix with a 109-102 win on Tuesday to tie the series at 1 game apiece. The game was close throughout, and with 4 minutes left, the score was 93-92. But then LeBron James and Anthony Davis took over, making key hoops down the stretch to seal the deal. The Lakers caught a break when the future Hall of Fame guard hit the deck in Game 1 with a shoulder injury. His absence from the floor has simplified their game plan against a Suns team that seemingly had them on the ropes early in the series. They need to make Devin Booker shoot through a forest by swarming him with double teams. Every game in this series is going to be close. That's what happens when two of the best defensive teams in the NBA play one another. The Lakers are a slight favorite in Game 3, and I like their chances of taking the lead in this series coming back home. Aside from the home court advantage, there is a concern with Chris Paul. Paul makes this Suns team go, and when he is off or banged up, they are not the same team. I'm not completely certain that he's 100% after hurting his shoulder in Game 1. He didn't look great in Game 2. Paul is not on the injury list, but if he is at all slowed by that injury, that does not bode well for the Suns' chances in LA. The Suns are 2-5 ATS in the last 7 meetings in Los Angeles. The Lakers can live with Miles Bridges, Cameron Payne, or Jay Crowder stepping up and knocking down big shots. DeAndre Ayton is still a concern on the floor as well, but he can't wreck a game like Booker can in the backcourt. The Suns look like a team that could potentially push the Lakers in this series, but things have obviously changed with Paul clearly compromised with a shoulder injury. Yes, he's expected to be out on the floor on Thursday night, but he isn't 100% and Cameron Payne is likely to take the bulk of the load. this isn't the Outback in the Sonoran Desert, either. The Suns will be in Los Angeles at the Staples Center on Thursday night against a Lakers team burgeoning with confidence after a bounce-back performance in Game 2. The Lakers also have to continue to be more assertive on the offensive end of the floor. It was a great sign for the team seeing Davis finally get some confidence back as an offensive playmaker. There was no more settling for low-percentage three-point attempts over defenders he could easily take to the rim. He put the ball on the floor and made the Suns pay at the basket. By the way, Payne played exceptionally well when thrown into that spot. But there's a big difference between the young guard and one of the best who ever played the position in Paul. The Lakers are like sharks in bloody waters. They can smell a wounded animal and the Suns a mile away. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Los Angeles Lakers -7. The Phoenix Suns look for a bounce-back showing to take a surprising 2-1 series lead. The Phoenix Suns are averaging 100.5 points on 46.5% shooting and allowing 99.5 points on 44.2% shooting. Ayton had 22 points, 10 rebounds, and shot 11 of 13 from the field, but it was not enough as they fell shortly against the star-studded Lakers. Devin Booker led the Suns with 31 points and made all 17 of his free throws. The Lakers jumped out to a 30-24 lead after the first quarter, scoring 12 points off of 7 Suns turnovers. Los Angeles took a 53-47 advantage into halftime and did not relinquish it. Devin Booker is averaging 32.5 points and 5.5 assists, while DeAndre Ayton is averaging 21.5 points and 13 rebounds. Cameron Payne is the third double-digit scorer and Cameron Johnson is grabbing 4.5 rebounds. The Phoenix Suns are shooting 31.5% from beyond the arc and 90.5% from the free throw line. The Phoenix Suns are allowing 28.8% shooting from deep and are grabbing 39 rebounds per game. The Los Angeles Lakers look for back-to-back wins to take a 2-1 series lead. The Los Angeles Lakers are averaging 99.5 points on 44.2% shooting and allowing 100.5 points on 46.5% shooting. Anthony Davis is averaging 23.5 points and 8.5 rebounds, while LeBron James is averaging 20.5 points and 9.5 assists. Dennis Schroeder is the third double-digit scorer and Andre Drummond is grabbing 10.5 rebounds. Los Angeles is much bigger than Phoenix with Andre Drummond, Davis, James, and Marc Gasol all standing 6'9" or taller. The only player on the Suns roster close to the size is Ayton, and the Lakers made it a point to take advantage of that in this game. With that being said, Chris Paul exiting the game had a lot to do with the Lakers' success on both ends. The tone changed dramatically when he left, and LeBron and AD were able to dominate the pace of the game. The Los Angeles Lakers are shooting 28.8% from beyond the arc and 74.6% from the free throw line. The Los Angeles Lakers are allowing 31.5% shooting from deep and are grabbing 36 rebounds per game. My second betting advice for that game is to pick over 210.5. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.